They were saying some say that data ops is data management reborn. Do you have thoughts on that?
Um, I certainly think the word, like ML ops, people who, the ops term is ending up encompassing the work that you do in addition to the system that you build to do the work.
Mm.
And so that happened in software with DevOps, and like, I don't know why an IDE is a DevOps tool in my mind, because it's just an IDE, but they call it that, right? And so the word inflation is happening in tech all the time. And so some companies have taken their 10-year-old change data capture tool or their ETL tool and called it data ops. And
Mm.
I don't think that that's true. No more than, a Jupyter notebook is a model ops tool, right? So, I mean, but that's what companies do, right? And so, like, companies from a marketing perspective want to grab on a term, and we did it too, right? We want to be known as data ops. We wrote the manifesto, number one, because after going to a conference, no one knew what the hell we were talking about. And we were trying, like, we debated, should it be model ops? Should it be ML ops? Should it be? And so, like, we had to pick something. So we picked data ops.
Yeah.
And ironically, it's actually even a bad name because it's not even about data. It's actually about the code that acts upon the data. And so all these, so I'm a little, run a company, so I have to market, and we've chosen data ops as our term, and it's fine, and that's why we wrote the manifesto and wrote a book. But from my standpoint, I just want people to give some attention to it and think it's worthy of, not just data ops, but any of these testing, deployment automation, monitoring, observations in production. Just give it some love, because if you do, your life's going to be better. And you're not going to, there's still a lot of companies I talk with where people are frustrated, where they got their masters in data science and they can't get any models into production. They've been working in the field for a while and it takes them 6 weeks to get anything done. And what happens is organizations will get hit with the reality of crappy data, demanding customers, and lack of attention, and building these fragile, brittle systems. And after a few months, that creates this logjam of meetings and tasks and process, and everything slows down.
Yeah.
And that just ends up being like a totally not fun environment to work in. And so I find people are very frustrated, right? Because they get caught in sort of fear mode.